starting the training, I want to read our first C. In your team, how many people can come out of the seat and do one-on-one? Take one-on-one. Because the business is also a one-on-one. It's the one-on-ones by moving out and doing a perfect presentation. Are you together? So right now I'm going to be share with you how can you do a perfect presentation. What you should incorporate in your presentation for someone to say I'm training. For someone to say this is an expert. So before you present yourself, you must see a few aspects that you must put into your presentation. You package yourself. Tell me about packaging myself.
Packaging myself.
Tell me about packaging myself.
Packaging myself.
You have to package yourself for you to make a sale. Are you clear? So I'm going to go straight to the training and make sure you have a notebook and a pen. You must have a notebook and what? Because these notes are going to help you for your team, our country. I remember when I joined network marketing, I chose to become a business student. I sat in every training. Every training I was there and I was writing. I have now a heap of more than 10 notebooks from network marketing. But you will find someone, even after 1 year, you say, where is your notebook? They lost it. They don't have anything. Because, and that's why exactly, if you need some training, they don't know that these skills are going to be passed on to the next downline, the next new prospect during the time together. So I'm so happy that I've pulled out our notebooks and pens and we are ready to take the notes. So present with purpose. Tell me about purpose.
Purpose.
Tell me about purpose.
Purpose.
You must present with a purpose. And what is that purpose? The purpose is to make sure that you make a sale. If you're presenting your product, someone must buy. If you're presenting business, someone must buy or join your business. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
So, before you even open your notebook or your presentation guide or a laptop, make sure that the attitude is so crystal clear that I'm going to do my best. The way the CEO says that the first time you want to meet someone, there are some people he knew that these people, once they understand that they join the business, my business will kiss the skies. Are you together? My business will change. You dress, you smell good, you have good gadgets, and then you get on point. Are you together? So let me take you through. You must make a sale. Then a sale. There are some people who have presented very many people and they don't even get a sale. Do you know why? The problem is not with the prospect. The problem is with you. You get my point? So now we are saying that a sales presentation must attempt to persuade the prospect to buy or to join. Tell me about persuasion. Yes, the workers, you have to make sure that as you're doing the presentation, you're very good. Yesterday, those were in the training on Monday, those were in the training for VP, was talking about presenting as well. You get that point? Yes, so they are saying that you are not presenting just to impact knowledge, but your goal is gross the deal. Tell me about gross the deal. Yeah, I've seen some people who say the prospect was so cold, it was not excited. It begins with you. How are you doing the presentation? It's not about doing the presentation. I've seen people who come, do a presentation, and the guests are moving out. I've seen someone, when you try to do one-on-one, 5 minutes, someone says, I have another meeting. I've seen someone, when you just start to present, because you're packaging yourself, someone believes that given 15 minutes, they go for an hour. They call your friends. I was in the Kenya and met the audition. This is the gentleman who is so good and a big potential. The moment I presented to him for 30 minutes, he said, I want you to present to my wife. The whole guy presented to more than 3 people. because I had packaged myself. My presentation was full of ideas. Are we together?
Yeah.
So it's not about just finishing the presentation. I remember when I started, my first presentation was not good. I was naive. Presenting to people, I would present people on my phone. Why? I was still an amateur. So I went by the time you start doing presentation, you have done the presentation with your upline to more than 10 people, you make mistakes, and the upline collects you. By the time you meet a prospect, you're the one to handle them. You're handling them as an expert, as a professional, them as a pro. Them as a pro. Yes, so professionals, they know that this is going to be a win. For you have been attending the special trainings from Ethan Story. They have been showing you how you can package yourself. By the time you finish the presentation, you have the step. Are we together? So another way they are saying that keep that in mind throughout your entire presentation, presenting as you handle common objections. I love this one. Now this is where most people lose themselves. You have good English, you're smelling good, but you don't know how to handle an objection. Yes. Handling what? Handling what? Handling what? Make sure you're good at handling the objection. Someone is going to say, like, oh, this is my where does it come from? You're a new person. How are you going to handle that? Someone is going to say, with this presentation, I see it's more about convincing people, and I'm not a good person at convincing people. How will you handle that? Most people, the more you present, the more you increase more objections. Let me tell you, professionals, as they are doing the presentation, they are handling objections. Me, when I do a presentation, every slide I'm handling an objection there. Someone when you reach on written profits or written bonus, are we together? You have to make sure that there are like 2-3 objections there. Someone will say, I'm not good at selling. I'm a lawyer, I'm an accountant, I'm an engineer. I can't manage selling. I don't have a customer. Students, this is what makes people not join the business. And most of us want to just present to finish. I get my point. The main focus is going to be here. Common objection. I don't have the time to make these sales. But if you're good at presenting, now when I need to direct you with our ones, you have to make sure that you show some numbers. By the time they join, it's very easy to recommend. That's why presenters who have gone through speakers bureau, when they present to the prospect, say, wow. When even you're a member, you feel like this gentleman is good at presenting. Why? They have gone a certain training. So make sure when you're presenting, when you reach on every other slide, what is your selling point? Are we together? I will reach on that slide, but I'm preparing you. Before you open that presentation, that it's very smart. You also must be smart here. Are we together? Put out a nice tool, but also when you're presenting, the presentation is smooth, it's flowing very well, you're handling an objection after an objection. I remember when my first sponsor in the business showed me the presentation, I told her, you know what, I'm not good at making sales. I'm at university. Any objections? Rejections? Any objections? I don't remember. I don't have the most quality training conducted here because I'm new out here. Tell me about rejections. The person who has the most rejections is the potential prospect. Tell it to your neighbor. Did you know that? You know, if you make a presentation to someone they are not bringing an objection. Those people are not likely to join your guy. Am I communicating someone? When you present someone and say, continue, everything is clear, okay, I will get back to you. That person will never get back to you. Why? An objection shows someone is foreign and they are testing if the opportunity can work for them. They want reality. So make sure you do your presentation. Show them that this is the better option. Tell me a better option. Tell me a better option. Make sure you show them that this is the best option or the best business idea. Why? You're showing them and you're using compare and contrast. Compare it with other businesses. It's going to be now so crystal clear to a prospect. Are we learning, guys? Are we learning? When someone shows me that network marketing is not good, I tell them it's flexible. You can work from home. I go to the benefits, why I chose it. Because it's part of the process. It's not about finishing the slide. I've seen someone who does half presentation and the prospect's journeys. I've seen someone who does cover to cover and the prospect is negative. They said, these things. Have you ever seen someone who says, I've attended this position by 4 nights and I'm not ready to join? Why? The first person who did the presentation was not good at doing it. Are we together? Okay, let us continue. Now, we are talking about impression. Now, we are reaching the list of the presentation. Tell me about impression. Tell me about impression. If you want to make a lot of money in this industry, you must be very good at creating that impression to your guests, to your prospects, even on social media. Behind your phone, your impression matters a lot. Are you together? Now, the first point is that they are saying that the first visual and the audible impression matters a lot. Someone is going to say, wow, she's smart. She has nice hair. She has nice gadgets, nice tools. The way how you speak. Your first introduction. Yes, I've seen people who start reading a book by just reading or just introduction about the author. And someone says, I'm going to read this book. That's why you don't find that. Even when you open a book, are we together? The first page is organized and they make sure that they attract your attention. So before you start doing the presentation, make sure your dress code, dress cell, dress cell. You must change the attire when you have that costume. Let me tell you, I used to dress casual in jeans and in jersey. And the time, every other day I would not put on my best so I would get good prospects. And then I feel approaching them. Is it happening with you? Is it happening? You move out and you say good prospect. When you look at yourself, you say let the prospect go. Yes. You want to present corporates. You want to enter the bank. Don't just dress. Dress clean. Put on your standard best. You go to the bank with the business card, you go to the manager and you tell them what to see. The person, the manager of customers and maybe relation manager. I was here. They can, every gate is open because they are looking at you. Even the security guard, they always look at the what? At the dress code. So make sure when you're coming to do a business, you do your best. I was here. I want to get a business. I want to learn. As a leader, we have to make sure that you're on point. Let us continue. Speak said. There are people just, when they are doing the position, they even forget about doing the introduction, connecting with the prospect. Before you know it, the prospect loses focus. I've done very many one-on-ones. By the time I start to speak, the prospect has already grabbed the phone. They will WhatsApp. You have seen those people?
Yes.
You have seen those people?
Yes.
The first 5 minutes matter always. If we are doing one-on-one, and I've seen most people here in Kampala, you don't go for an outreach. You don't do one-on-ones. You're always here. You invite the upright, does the presentation, and you say, I'm good to go. I want you to handle your prospects. That's the true definition of a leader, a good presenter. The true definition of a leader in network marketing is when you handle one-on-one. This is like you don't start business without my appearance. I do mistakes, I laugh at myself, I realize professionals do it like this. So make sure you speak to do what? To sell. Speak with passion. Your confidence will make someone back on top of your passion. Are you passionate about your business or your friend just forced you? Yes. Make sure you're very passionate about what you're doing. Without passion, in the next 3 months, you would have said, this is not good business for me. You eventually do something else because there is no passion. The moment I would present, I remember I presented my lecture, he said, human. I have never seen someone who is very passionate about a company or network marketing like you. You think about that's bold. Why? You're speaking with passion and enthusiasm. Be excited. Smile. Greet everywhere. Let me tell you, if you go to an office, have you ever seen that you go to meet like a manager, he mobilizes all of them? You go to present, before you know it, the head teacher says, present to everyone. Why? They have seen you're speaking with energy, you have all these qualities. You're presentable, you have content, and they say, excuse me, come and join the meeting. The gentleman is talking sense. Are we together? The gentleman is bringing, he has good news. The lady is bringing good news. But if you're that kind of person, before you know everyone is moving out, just know you're not good. Don't be that boring presenter. Are we learning?
Yes.
Are we learning?
Yes, I'm learning.
You have to make sure that even if electricity goes, you continue. Yes, because we are here. We have been international. You find you don't have a projector, you have a manila, and you have to do it manually.
Yes.
In fact, I'm best without a microphone. Why? Because that's what field creates. But when you have the right thing, when the laptop is not there, you cannot do a presentation. When the projector is not there, you cannot do a presentation. You are not yet a good presenter. You have to make sure that you do your best. You speak with that energy. Even if there is no microphone, the people can hear you. And you continue with your presentation and the people buy. Let me tell you, people will even know that you're a professional when even electricity has gone.
Yes.
You get my point?
Yes.
I've seen most people when the electricity goes, they start to panic. I learned from this gentleman, my mentor, Adrico, the Red. The gentleman could present for us and we pay without a projector. Without the presentation guide, I would do a presentation, he comes and speaks with passion. He shares his story out and people join. Tell him about package yourself.
Package yourself.
Tell him about package yourself.
Package yourself.
So, they are saying that you have to speak with energy, which is crystal clear. But the next point, they are saying that, thank you so much, Mr. Hassan. They are saying that you have to sell big. Tell me about sell big. The good thing it's in your resource, your back office. Are we together? I know all of you are networkers. And it's so hard to train leaders because most of them they don't want to empty their apps to learn new things. You're going to go in someone's office, you start to stamp. You're going to reach in someone's office because you have not taught the art of selling pig. You start to present to someone a startup. You don't know how to start from big. I remember when I joined as a student, ladies and gentlemen, it took me years to sign big packages. All my friends are saying applying, they are singing the same song. We cannot manage big package. After like 6 months, I came in the training center, I found someone. He opened his jewelry, he had about 16 people. He had made more money than me who had more than 100. Why? I was selling small packages. I was selling myself small. I was looking at myself, I don't have a car. I'm sleeping in a state of confused house. How will someone pay 5 million for my business? Now let me tell you, what you sell is what people will buy. Am I communicating?
Yes.
What you sell is what people will buy. You become good at selling small, people will buy small. The team will be buying tiny packages and one product forever. Let me tell you, when I reached Malawi, I realized that this is the poorest country. If you remain selling small, you will even not get a sign up. You have to tap into now a big market. You cannot be selling cars and you go to the most remotest area and you're presenting your car dealer. Car deals out together. A car dealer will never go in the village. So you have to make sure that you prospect above your belt. Those who have read this book from our CEO, he talks about prospect above the what? The belt. By the time you speak that this package goes for this amount, the prospect is the right fit. Now they are saying here that never sell the smallest package. Never sell one bottle of a product. Use upscale marketing. Our VP was talking about upscale. We have read scripts about upscale marketing. Tell me about upscale marketing. That even if someone is interested in one product, tell them that for the product to work for you best, there is this product that goes along with it. That's how Farida is making it big in sales. Why? She knows that one Trimpton, one bottle cannot make a change. But a combination makes it good. Someone will say, Ken, but which package can I start with? I always tell them, you know what? Go for a premium. If things goes to the worst, it's a deluxe. If you want to start a starter is for students because I'm packaging myself. I don't want someone to choose the best. And you know, in Uganda, in Africa, everyone wants to test it. Say, okay, they have the money. But psychologically, people want to start small. Tell me about small. People want to start small. When things work out, they go for now big package. That's why you're going to find that even upgrading becomes so hard because someone started small and they haven't seen the results. So me, in my presentation, I show them that a starter is maybe for students, for someone who has hit rock bottom. And even I tell them that to get my trainings, my mentorship, you must be on a certain package because it shows seriousness. Are we together? It's so hard to invite someone in the corporate office that give me at least 2 hours of your time every evening on an investment of 500,000. Am I communicating with someone? You want a banker to come and commit time on an investment of 550. Never. They will tell you I don't have the time. They will look at the business, the money they invested in, and they say no. But imagine if someone goes for a premium. They look at the fear of the loss. I don't want to lose my money. Those people will commit time. Are we learning? Yes. So I want us to start to sell big. The next point they're saying that big why earn commission for a starter kit when you can earn big on a premium? Do you realize that? Just by signing on the 2 premiums, you solve all your problems. I remember when I reached in Malawi that my business changed completely because I was selling small. Then one person surprised me. I was a victim of selling small. The lady came and said, no, can someone join me with more accounts, even 20? I said, yes. The lady went in the bank and came with the bag of money. She came with 25 accounts. That's a lot of money. Someone came with like 30 million to invest in the business. That was my game changer. You are applying with sell big. That is not the training. Your prospects will teach you how to sell big. Yes, selling big is like a rejection. That's the trainer or your applicant will tell you, someone will say no to your business. But the moment you go in the field and your sister, you talk to your sister, and your sister says no, it's when you feel it. How together? I felt selling big when one prospect joined my business. This is someone who came with a bundle of money and said, I'm ready to join. I said, you cannot start now with the smallest. Everyone who would come. Now, my perspective, the angle of presenting my business. I remember in the story of Abraham Hajjara, when a certain soldier joined with big, her business changed completely. I made money. In the space of only 3 months, I bought a Mercedes Benz. Wow. 3 months. That's the power of selling big. The strike may be here, or we may not have the strikes, or the company has dropped them in your strike, in your system. But let me tell you, for someone to start sell big, it's not going to be from a trainer. I will tell you, sell big still someone when they come here. You will say it's okay, go for a start. But when a prospect comes for a premium, the next person will say a premium is. It will be coming from the bottom. You start speaking with conviction about a big package because it's not from trainings. It's now from reality. Tell me about reality. Reality. The next gentleman who came, I told him you have to join with more than. The gentleman paid 13 accounts. And I love the speed. You know, when you sell big, the speed at how your team is growing and your commissions changes completely. Our vice president in our previous company, the gentleman came in a span, just 8 months, the gentleman was already making a lot of money. He joined the top 8. I was like, wow. The gentleman could organize corporates and sell big. So if you're still selling a startup to a big person, you have a problem. Start with the premium as you go down. Stop on the deluxe. You want to make money. I'm speaking this on a team level. Are we together? Oh, yes. On a team what? On a team level. Even if you get one premium or one superior in a week, you're good to go. Are we together? Oh, yes. Yes. The next point, they are saying that in the sales and marketing, we write our paychecks. We write our what? Our paychecks. That if today you invite not good prospects, you will even see that you cannot mention a premium because by the outlook of the prospect, they cannot manage. But if you go through numbers, tell me about numbers. Tell me about numbers. You invite very many people, you're going to find that you have people who are going to join, and they join, and they join. Before you know it, your 1 week becomes a game changer. It's all about doing what we call Anthony Bags calls it compressed activities. Tell me about compressed activities.
Compressed activities.
Yes, you may be here, you have 1 guest, 2 guests, it's good for you. But let me tell you, the moment you really say enough is enough, you go big or in, you can make it. Anthony Bags says that in his first 2 weeks, he presented to 700 people, of which we do it here in Okata. You find someone is a member, they want to present 700 people in 3 years. Your paycheck will come after 3 years. That's why you have to go big, you have to go out, you mobilize and organize. Tell me about mobilize and organize.
Mobilize and organize.
Yes, because you are looking at the paycheck. You talk to 3 people, that's the potential of your commission. You talk to very many people, you're going to make a lot of money. That's why me, when I go outside, I'm doing big events. I yell at my downlines because I want the go bigger. And before you know it, every week they're making more money. Are we together? Are we together? Yeah. So don't get comfortable with 1 guest. Go out. Reach a teacher. If a prospect came and they were a teacher, tell them I would love to come. You organize your fellow teachers, your staff. I want to meet you because you're looking at big numbers. Even online, our business, yes, they say recruit online and maintain offline. A big number. You want to make crazy money, go online. Our script early in the morning, it was talking about maximizing on social media. On social media, you can make a lot of money by tapping into that media, that platform. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
Okay, let us continue. Let us continue. The next point they are saying that know your client. Tell neighbor, know your client. Yes. You have to make sure that you do personal assessment. First, look at this person. If this person is a student, what do you think is their primary motivating factor? Are we learning? Are we learning?
Yes.
You have to make sure that you know their primary motivating factor. You prepare your presentation. By the time you sit and you start to speak, you are nailing it. The first point they are saying, their full names use a cheat chart. There are some people, even when the guest just comes in, they don't ask their name. They don't sit with them about 2 minutes, they just say, sit. After 5 minutes, the prospect is moving out because you didn't connect with them. The first thing before you present a big audience, a one-on-one, somebody's office, first know them in and out. Are we together? Because if you don't do this, you're going to get rejections. You're the one killing the process. Professionals, they first know that I'm going to meet Mr. Kwaga. Mr. Lawrence is a networker. These are the things I will talk about that they may pull him to join my business. I'm going to address the teachers. Teachers, this is the language I'm going to be using. Their primary motivating factor is going to be this. I know their name. You must know their names for you to grow. You must know their occupation. Before the guest reaches here, first to know them. Are they students? Are they working class? Are they bankers? By the time you use examples, don't use examples of students or someone who's already working. We have made such mistakes as we are growing, but I want by the time we do a presentation, we are doing a presentation as professionals. Are we learning, guys?
Yes.
Are we learning, guys?
Yes.
I know you know how to do a presentation, but I'm polishing you. I'm giving you these tips that make a lot of sense. But if you meet someone who don't know what they do, how will you address them? How will you do a presentation? How will the presentation become effective? If you just welcome a guest and they sit, you don't know what their name, you don't know their occupation, you don't know where they come from, you don't know their experience. How will you? This is when you know your client, you use compliments, you win them. Even chatting. That's why they say you use prospecting. You talk about their family, their occupation, their creation, and the message. Or motivation. Are we together? That's why when you bump into someone, they say, I'm not interested. Why? You don't want to know the prospect at the first time. Or what you need is for them to see the presentation, the products. Spend more time in understanding the prospect. By the time you do the presentation, you're giving them a solution. You get my point? First, the first 5 minutes is to understand your prospect, to understand their primary motivating factor. Are we together? You will know their needs and you will focus on them. I remember when I sat with my first sponsor, he said, Kenny, what is your problem that is bothering you? I told him, the tuition is becoming a problem these days. I have to sit with my mom, we do ABCD for me to sit in what? In exams. And then he said, do you know that by bringing 2 people every other month, do you know that you can even pay for yourself at university? I started now looking at this opportunity as a solution. Not as a business opportunity, not as an idea, but as what? A solution. Most people have very many business ideas here, but they want the immediate solution to their problems. And the moment you package yourself that, you paint this business concept, idea, as a solution to their needs, trust me, they will make it. They will join. Are we together? Let us continue. The next thing they are saying, what is your catch? Everyone is selling Okata. But the point is, how are you packaging yourself to present or introduce your business idea or your product to a market, to a prospect, that someone will say, instead of buying or joining this company, I want to join. You must make sure that you're a professional, you're very organized for you to grow. Everyone is selling what you're selling. Do you realize that one? Yes. In fact, for you say, that's why if you've been missing these trainings every other Monday, I don't know. You miss trainings, you're going to find that you're making mistakes. Your business is stagnant. You're always in a roller coaster. This week the team joins, the team is not there. You make a sale, the next day, and you with your team, you don't have anything. Why? You're not growing. Everyone is selling MLM. You must know the company in and out, and you sell benefits. Last night, I connected the lady, but this lady I've been on her neck. She's a networker from a previous company, a gold executive. She's already network marketing, but I'm bringing a new idea. I'm packaging this company that if I present even a networker, these people will say, I've packed my bags, I'm preparing my team, we are shifting. You must be good enough. Tell it to your neighbor. Tell it to your neighbor that you must be good enough. Yes. That's why even when you go to do interviews, they will say, you know what, we'll call you. The person presents themselves, they say, you have a job. Why? Because these people have packaged themselves. They have content, they have the knowledge, they have the closing remarks. They have everything. So make sure that before you go to present to someone, you have packaged yourself. Yes. Know what they love. Another point they are saying that everyone is selling investment schemes. What's your catch? You have seen people who sell land. Someone has land for 5 years, it's not going, but every day someone is selling land. You find someone is having a car bond. The brokers are not doing the job, but you find that someone says that I can sell 5 cars every day. You're going to find someone is saying that you have a full package, even you threw it under the bed. But someone is saying that I'm selling every day. I'm surviving on products. Someone is saying that I'm maximizing already my starter, my dealers, same company. You must make sure you go and look for ideas and tips. The problem with people in network marketing, they don't go to consult. You don't go and sit with someone and say, but I always see you with the biggest sale. How do you do it? How do you see you building a team outside? How do you do it? Because everyone is selling. You must make sure that you learn a tip. You must read books. You must be good at personal development for you to make sure that you're the best. When it comes to your field, people point at you. Are we learning? Yes. Are we learning? Yes. The next thing that I'm saying that package your presentation with selling points slide by slide. That's why our CEO added this on our timetable for trainings. Yes, you know that we are good at presenting. Even today we are going to present, even tomorrow. But they are saying that you must have selling points. A selling point is what makes it's a game changer. The hot button is how do Mr. Lawrence presents, how does Mr. Juma presents, and how does Madam Aziza presents. Are we together? The difference is going to come from how do you present. Someone presents products only, and someone says, how much is the product? How much is Banfield? How much is Trimuton? How much is Super Omega? Are we together? People are selling very many products, but you have to make sure that even if someone is using a product, when another product comes, these people are saying that, you know what, I want this product. So the selling point is the game changer. Now, Okata has selling points. Where are they? look at one account policy. You can finish the presentation without mentioning that. Someone will not feel it's a selling what? Point. But when I meet someone and tell them, do you realize that you only put in one account and we help you build with you left and right? Realize without selling you can make money no maintaining. This is what attracts people. But you can finish the presentation and then me, I go only on selling points the prospect signs in. Why? I know the selling point. So the selling point, the first one is one account policy. One what? One account policy. Number two, we are looking at no maintenance. We have very many people selling network marketing. Are we together? Yes, this is not the first network marketing company. You have to make sure that you show them the uniqueness of the company. The marketing plan. Now I'm on the marketing plan. Check here. Binary. Just left and right, you're good to go. The next point I always use, look at the incentives. The company has put in car awards. Car awards. I sing them than left and right. Why? I want someone to know that in the next few years, they are getting cars. Continue. Let us continue. Look at house awards, or what you call Villa awards. This is what the prospects need to know. And this is what you need to emphasize. But the moment I saw, look at medical insurance, this is what we need you to put in the presentation. You are looking at medical insurance. This is what makes sense to the prospect because they have seen very many people selling network marketing, but they want to see what's unique on the table. And someone goes on left and right only. Go back and show them that as the team is growing, you have more benefits. Are we together? So there are very many selling points, and I know you're good, so make sure that as a leader, as an upright, don't say, I know them. Go back in your team and teach your downline how to hold a pen and a paper they present to you. That's what we call radical duplication. Duplication is learning and then teaching. Yes. Some selling points, our big testimonies, support system, legality, dashboard system, payment, your upline, dream drivers. I always tell my team, you must make sure that you have a team name. Tell them the team name. Yes. Have a team name and say the uniqueness of joining Okata. The moment you join our team, this is what we have put aside. As a team, we are traveling. As a team, we are helping one another to go to reach here, to buy this. We have savings group as a team. Let me tell you. That's why I never wanted to change the team. My upline had a good strategy that we were unique from other teams. Imagine a savings group in our team. Just present the prospect that you know what, you may be angry, but as a team we are saving. And after 1 year we give you your money. Do you know someone will join? Share also the vision of your team and also the timing. People don't talk about pioneering. You have to make sure that as you're selling Okada, say this is the right time. You miss, don't come after 5 years, 3 years that I want to join. Now it's clear. Join me now because we are pioneering. Tell them, you know what, Mr. Hassan, you know what, I know you have understood the, or you have, everything is not crystal clear, but when opportunities are new, it's when you just have to jump in. There is no right timing. The right time is now. That's how they sell. Because they are saying sell with purpose. Talk about timing. That if you don't join today, you're missing very people are coming next week. You open your follow-up book. You say this one is coming the next week on Monday. This one is coming with a premium. But most of us, when we are closing, we don't have tools. Teneba tools. Teneba tools. Yes. Don't have a follow-up. Don't have a bank statement, and you want someone to join. Yes, you must have a bank statement. For people doing the business from the headquarters, you're so lucky that a prime manager will come and say, I've earned this money. Are we together? But once you go to Mpiji, you are alone and you're doing the presentation. And you want to sell. You must make sure that you have all the tools. By the time you talk about timing, you saw someone that in 8 months people are making a lot of money. That pioneer is already making a lot of money, even getting cars. Are we together? The next slide, they are saying that. Make sure that you talk about position. Tell me about position.
Positioning.
You don't know last year in July what was happening when it comes to position. And you have stopped. You know, not yet even a prospect that I have kept for you the best position. I learned this from James Sebgar when we were in Malawi. So it was me, I would present, cross the D, I will talk about the position. The gentleman would say, you must book a slot now. Because if you don't book it, the person who is coming after you is going to take your slot. You have to show them that you have kept for them the best. Open your dashboard, your seniority. Tell them, this is where I want you to be. I want to place you here so that this is where I'm going to be supporting. But if you come and find this position has already gone, it's going to be so hard for you to do what? For me to support you. Let us not present only to finish. Where the money is when you are starting with that person with a circle, or after finishing the presentation. You're now showing someone the strategy on how you're going to support them, and your strategy must pull them to become members. I've seen someone who says, I'm going to get a loan and join immediately. I've seen someone who says, I will get back to you because your closing remarks, your closing strategy was not good. It was poor. Are we together? I've seen someone who says, I had this money, it was for my school fees, but because of this, I'm making a transaction. Are we learning, guys?
Yes.
Are we learning?
Oh, yes.
Every presentation you must be expectant that you're going to get a sign. Me, when I engage with a prospect, I want them to join or buy there and then. It's a skill, it's an art. Are we together?
Yes.
So they are saying that, look at your strategy. This is the next point I'm on. Everyone must have a strategy to cross. Tell me about cross. Most of you say, after the sale, my upline exactly will cross for me. Well and good, congratulations. But how about on a Saturday when he's not there and we have to cross that cross? You must have a strategy. Show them how you want them to be in your team. How will you help them? Ask them their time. Are they going to be available every other Saturday? Show them you have a working plan. Show them you have Zoom. Show them you have Google Meet. Show them you have a team. This is what makes a person join, because they see this person is organizing and is having a vision. Are we learning?
Yes.
Are we learning?
Yes.
You must have a strategy that every other prospect there must be here. By joining this team, the ABCD must happen. By joining my team, the travels, the hitting ranks, we have, like, I always do quick starter guide. And I've told it to my team that every other person after seeing the presentation, we have our own strategy on how to pull prospects from being prospects to members the next day. It's a team strategy. We call it a quick starter guide. We want to guide these prospects on how they are going to be in the system, how they are going to get their prospects. We teach and educate them. Before you know it, a prospect moves from the angle of ignorance now to the confidence. They have understood everything and they want to join. Another point we are going to look at is don't forget to follow up. If you're kind of an upline and your team, they don't have follow-up books, you're a moron. You get a point? Yes. You have to make sure that every other person under you, they have a follow-up book. Those people that are showing the business, where are they writing them? You must have a follow-up book. And every other day you say, I want to check in your follow-up book. How many people have seen your business? That's where we monitor and supervise our downlines. Are we together? Now we have finished the presentation. Eric Worre, in GoPro, he says, the fortune is in where? The fortune is where?
Follow up.
But most of you as uprights, we don't supervise our downlines to make sure that they are following the app. You think they are following the app. Upright, I have my phone. Even if someone attends the Zoom, where is that page where you add prospects who have seen the business for Zoom? You get my point? The prospects for the whole week, where are they? So that assessment, when you have self-evaluation or when you have team evaluation, you just say, bring your what? Your follow-up book. I want to see what you have been doing for the week or for the last 3 days. It's in the follow-up book. Are we together? So here they are saying that. Try as much possible to close the deal immediately. There and what? And then. I have seen prospects when they are so excited. They tell me, you know what, Ken? I'm going to come tomorrow with the money. The next day I call them, they are not picking. Someone negatized them. Is it happening?
Yes.
Has it ever happened?
Yes.
Yes, because most of us we miss selling. Someone has the money in the bank account and they say, you know what? You know, Mr. Marvin, let me go and first consult my wife. That's how we use the sell. Make sure you sell there and then. And then, are we together? Let me tell you, I want you to master the art of selling like a professional. Professionals, they make you sign there and then. Anthony Bag said that he lost his voice, but he was doing presentation 3 times a day. But you don't know how he was closing? He would say the forms are there. If you sign right now, the next group that is coming in the afternoon, they will all come under you. And that's how I close events. Because I want to make sure that my presentation becomes effective. I don't want now a prospect goes back into the circle and they're asking again questions which are not irrelevant, which are irrelevant. Are we together? Tell them if you start now and then, there is a mastermind opportunity. You make a decision now, you have a chance to get A, B, C, D. It's a strategy to cross. Make sure a prospect joins immediately, because once they go back in the community will negatize them. So don't lose the sale. When someone leaves Voodoo, you have lost the sale. Do you realize that?
Yes.
That 100% of people who go out when they're excited, 30 comes, 70 remains there. That's why someone has to come the next day. You give them quick starter guide. It's very important. We miss it in teams. That you educate a prospect now, you give them body armor. The way we do NDO for a new person, you also have to do a quick starter guide for your prospect. Am I communicating?
Yes.
That you see someone, you now go on a topic of, you can teach them about the cash flow quadrant. That's number 1. You show them how someone, when they receive their salary, how it goes. You package your training that if someone joins the business, this is all they are in the process of looking for the money. This is how the society will look at them. The rejections, go back again on rejections. You're educating your prospects. It's what we miss. I'm telling you, the conversion rate we miss. We do everything, it's perfect. The music is there, the right is there. The upline did his best, but after 2 days, the prospect goes away. Why? We did the best and the follow-up, we don't have a follow-up strategy as a team, as an upline. When are you joining? We have another season, we have an recognition. No, call someone one-on-one, you teach them how network marketing, the history of network marketing. You teach them The rejections, is it a scam? Most people are saying it's a scam, but let me tell you, this is not a scam. We are legit, we have products. This is what people now are getting in the field when they live there. So the moment you take 2 weeks and you call someone, you told me, Mr. Martin, you're going to join when you receive your salary. Someone says, you know what, I got an emergency. 2 months, the prospect has gone cold. So I want to tell you that follow-up needs also a strategy, and you have to make sure that you cross the sale as quick as possible. With a start at 1 week, someone must be in the business, if they have understood. How can someone look for 500 in Uganda for 3 months, for a month? Even if someone is a student, at least you give me money, but when you are committing, you're doing the deposits. Are we together? Are we together? Yes. Are we together, guys? Yes. We are good at presenting, but following up is where the challenge is. Keep with the prospect for at least a week, you see them twice. Organize a cup of coffee with your prospect. Hear from them, what is the feedback so far? Have people started telling you this? Did you consult? Did you read this book? Let me tell you, follow-up is where the fortune is. I may do the best presentation, the prospect goes back, but you're not going to make the money. So as I'm summarizing, let them pay cash or give you a commitment. The majority will not pay cash, but at least you can lay strategy. You have to follow up. Close a deal in a process. Closing a deal is a process. Closing a deal is what? Closing a deal is what? Closing the deal is a process. Another thing they are saying that even following up, remember you're selling. Even when you're following up, you're selling. That's why you have to even say there is an offer. Do you realize that I told you I have 2 people? Let me tell you, this is how we usually find people. And the game has not changed. I will tell you know what, Marvin, I have someone that has given me the money. Before they join, I want you to be the first person in the system. From your referral, your person has come and they have, even if they have just come, they have not paid, I will take a photo and say, you remember, you know, Brenda, the person you recommended has come, or she has come, and she's positive, she wants to join next week. The person who was negative now starts looking for the money because a friend wants to join. And I tell them, I don't have where to place this person, except when you join and this person comes under you. Tell them it's a strategy. You need tips. Apparently, you need to give down on how to cross the deals. Don't say, someone told me month end, I'm going to pay. They are going to pay. Make sure that you continue working on their referrals. Even if you get a sign up, you tell them, you know what? You take a screenshot, someone has sent the money. Tell them, I have good news. I remember I told you we are going to build together, we are going to get 2 people. And I've got what? I've got one for you. Are you ready? Can I give you 1 or 2 days to organize yourself? Because that's where the money is. Remember, we are networkers. Are we together? You must be aggressive, persuasive, and bold. Never be shy to try again and again. Networkers, you must ask for money. I had that phobia. When someone says, I even don't say, where is the money? We say, when are you joining? Can never mistake. Can never mistake. You ask, when are you? Ask them, do you want to pay cash or you want to use the bank? Yes, you may be saying, I know what I'm doing, but we are making mistakes. A professional will never ask, when are you joining? A professional will say, are you ready to deposit on Airtel, or Momo, or Stanley? Are you starting with a premium or you're starting with a superior? Because you have to sell there and then. Are we learning?
Yes.
Are we learning?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I'm going to end with this. What they are saying that there are no limits to what you can accomplish except the limits you place on your own thinking. Let me repeat. there are no limits to what you can accomplish except the limits you place on your own thinking. I was thinking my friends cannot join these big packages. I was thinking that, you know what, people in Kampala cannot start. I was thinking that people, when they don't know me in another country, they cannot join. I was thinking that my friends have said no one will join. But let me tell you, you have to become unstoppable. You have to make sure that there are no limits. The sky is the limit. Are we together? You can be the next person that has the most premiums in the team. And just watch. Just watch Dream Drivers, my team. We are going to be having the biggest packages. We are going to be selling big because I've made the strategy.
Wow.
Yes. I've taught my team to go on a certain level, a certain class. That even if you enter our training center, you're just a kwala. You're not a good prospect, we say aside. Come back tomorrow when you're smart, ready for the presentation. Because if I invited my MP, if I invited the mayor of the city, he must be comfortable with the guests and the room. Are we together?
Yes.
So we have to brand ourselves, we have to package ourselves, we have to stretch our minds, because our minds are like rubber bands. That if you keep on seeing starters, you always know that people here start with small packages. But the moment you go to a big market, a potential, that people working class, guys with money. I remember the previous week, before I went to leader, I met a big gentleman. And my plan was like, come on, you're meeting a brigadier general in Uganda? I was like, this is my class. I don't have 1, I don't have 10, I don't have 20. These are people now I'm tapping into because there is no limit. Tell them that the sky is the limit.
The sky is the limit.
You must tap into that big market, the corporate class. We call them quality prospects for you to get those big packages. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
I believe you are going to be doing the best presentation. You are going to be selling big. And I'm so excited that we have attended in the big numbers. Let us give ourselves a very big round. Come on, that's how you can appreciate yourself reading. Let us give ourselves. Yes, so let us look at the top because the bottom is always contested. Thank you so much.